The State Bank of India complied with an order from the Supreme Court of India regarding the contentious electoral bond case. The SBI filed a compliance affidavit detailing electoral bonds purchased and redeemed until February 15, 2024. A total of 22,217 bonds were purchased and 22,030 were redeemed during the specified period. The question stands, how far is this aimed at? Hi everybody.
Now, after 2 deadlines, the State Bank of India has finally submitted all data related to electoral bonds.
The Supreme Court on March 11 dismissed SBI's plea to extend the deadline for submitting electoral bond details. The court ordered SBI to disclose the data to the Election Commission by March 12, with the Commission directed to publish the detail on its official website by March 13. Additionally, the Supreme Court had earlier scrapped the electoral bonds scheme, calling it unconstitutional, and directed the EC to disclose donor details, donation amounts, and recipients by March 13. Firstly, understand, why did the scenario take place? The Supreme Court of India complied with an order to the State Bank of India regarding the electoral bond case due to concerns about transparency and accountability in political funding. The electoral bond scheme allowed for anonymous political donation, raising concerns about potential misuse and lack of transparency in political financing. In response to petitions challenging the legality of the electoral bond scheme, the Supreme Court intervened to ensure transparency in the electoral process. It directed the SBI to disclose details of electoral bonds purchased and redeemed, aimed at shed light on the flow of funds to political parties and candidates. This move was a part of a court's broader effort to uphold the principles of transparency and fairness in the electoral system. Several questions could arise to explore various aspects of the issue, but for today's video we have is: what role did the State Bank of India play in the implementation and administration of the electoral bond scheme? The SBI played a crucial role in the implementation and administration of the electoral bond scheme in India. As the authorized bank designated by the government for issuing and redeeming electoral bonds, SBI facilitated the entire process, ensuring compliance within the scheme's regulation. Here's a breakdown of SBI's role. Number 1 is issuance of electoral bonds. SBI was responsible for issuing electoral bonds to individuals or entities wishing to make donations to public parties. This involves managing the sale of electoral bonds through designated branches and ensuring that buyers comply with the specified eligibility criteria. Number 2 is redemption of electoral bonds. After the electoral bonds were purchased by the donor, SBI facilitated the redemption process whereby political parties could encash the bonds and receive the funds in the designated bank account. SBI managed the redemption process in accordance with the guidelines set forth by the government. Number 3 is documentation and compliance. SBI maintained records of electoral bond transactions, including details of purchasers, political parties receiving donation, and the denomination of the bonds. The bank ensured compliance with all regulatory requirements and provided necessary documentation as per government directives. Number 4 is data sharing. In response to legal and regulatory requirement, SBI shared electoral bond data with relevant authorities such as Election Commission of India as mandated by court orders or government instructions. This included disclosing information on bond purchases, redemptions, and other relevant details. Number 5 is security measures. SBI implemented security measures to safeguard the integrity of the electoral bond process, including measures to prevent fraud, counterfeiting, or misuse of the bonds. This involved implementing robust authentication procedures and ensuring the confidentiality of sensitive information. Hope you liked the video. Let's unlock together your full potential and achieve remarkable success in the world of business. If you are new to the channel, do like, share and subscribe for more such content related to business and finance. Till then, goodbye everyone.